Hello, welcome to my channel, The Magical Maven. Today is a timeless love reading for the sign of Pisces. So whether it's your sun in Pisces, your moon in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, or rising sign in Pisces, this video is for you. And I say to check all of those out because this could give you a broader perspective or, more of a story for you personally, since it is a collective reading. So not everything might resonate within this pile for you, Pisces. And also even like there might be, say your Venus sign or your moon sign, that reading might be more relevant to you at this time. Go with what you're drawn to and, take what resonates. Because there are different situations that sometimes come through. This is for singles or it's complicated. A lot of it's complicated has more been coming out, not so much about, being completely single, but whatever comes through is what is meant to come through. I also would like to mention it is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this, right now this is for mid-August to mid-September 2019, but again, if you watch this at a later date, you were just meant to view it then. So we're going to jump in with your theme from the Romance Angels for Pisces. So stay optimistic about your love life. And I'm getting you have a lot to offer, so don't sell yourself short, is what's coming in. It is safe for you to love. So one more. And chemistry. And I'm getting something about it's about right timing. Maybe it's not the right timing. So I don't know, maybe there was someone or there is someone you could possibly be interested in and you're not really sure if it's going to go anywhere. It might have not went anywhere, but maybe that interest in that person was to get you to be more open in a sense of wanting to be open to love, because if you're safeguarding your heart, move this here so you could see. And if you have blocks up, you're not going to allow someone in. So maybe, this person, if there was someone in the past or recent past or future who you have chemistry with or you have a crush on, but maybe it hasn't turned into anything or you don't know if it will, maybe their purpose could even be to inspire you to maybe want to get back out there. Again, to be optimistic, even if it doesn't work out with them, but it's maybe showing you do need to open up. Healing family issues. Okay, so again, to this person, if you have a chemistry with someone, for those of you who are involved with this person, and maybe you feel like they have a closed heart, so maybe you feel shut down in a sense, and you don't know, and maybe you feel like they're shutting you down, like you have a chemistry, but you're like, why isn't this working? Okay, so you could be drawn to this person because it might be a karmic connection when it's for your soul's growth and lessons. And it could be because one or both of you are healing family issues. So you're drawn to this person because there's something that you're needing to heal or resolve. So it could have been something from your upbringing, seen from one or both of your parents, or it could be something from the family, because if there's a family issue, it moves down until like one person who completes the cycle and deals with it and heals from it, and then it completes it through the family. So if you haven't heard about like family and ancestral healing, this is something you might want to look into, because you might notice like a certain pattern in your relationships, and it could be because one, again, or both your parents, or it could be about a grandparent or someone within the family. So I know if it's like something that you can't match with, it might be, again, something you don't know of. But if you could pay attention to your patterns and why did you attract one another? So what are your blocks right now? Okay. I'm going to shuffle again because a lot of cards were coming through. Okay. Just show me like 2 cards for Pisces blocks. Oh, and my nose is itchy. Maybe someone about you, like what is it when your nose is itchy? Someone's thinking about you? Oh, yeah, it's really like, it's interesting what physical sensations come through when I'm like reading. But yeah, my nose feels itchy. So maybe you're thinking a lot about someone or they're thinking a lot about you. but it's getting release your ex and romantic feelings. So you might still be tethered to an ex, and maybe that's why you're getting it safe for you to love and stay optimistic, because this person might have, come and went, and maybe you still have feelings for them, or maybe you don't have feelings, but maybe there was strong feelings present, and it's like you're wanting that same feeling, that depth of emotion, and maybe you're feeling like you're not really getting it. However, you could have, again, had this person in your recent past you've had chemistry with, but it's not going anywhere, and you're not getting this deepened connection that you're wanting, and then maybe you're thinking about a past ex. But don't go down that road, because they're an ex for a reason. And if it's not something like an emotional level, it could be that on an energetic level you need to clear your ex, because that could block you too from someone coming in. Same with like people who talk to their exes. I know some people don't want to hear this, but that could block your connection from meeting someone. Everything is energy, and sometimes you have to clear out the old to make room for the new. And it's not to discount what you had with someone from the past, but we're not meant to have everyone in our life for our whole life or forever. And that's, I'm not trying to sound harsh or cold or anything. It's just, if you're watching this, wanting to come in to a love connection, this could be blocking you. Okay, love yourself first. So maybe, it's like you've settled before, you put others' needs before your own. You didn't love yourself enough to say no or say goodbye, or, to set firm boundaries. There could have been some enabling that went on, but whatever happened in the past, just take it as lessons and growth. And again, love yourself first. Regardless if you do have past feelings from someone, from like an ex, and they didn't work out, if they're not for your highest good, love yourself first to not go back to an unhealthy situation, or a situation that doesn't serve you anymore, or a person that doesn't serve you anymore. And if you're feeling like you need to give love to someone, give that love to you. Okay. And you deserve love. So maybe you felt like this person made you feel unworthy, but you're not unworthy. It might have just that person might have been in your life to show you that you have this feeling that you are unworthy. And it's not because you're not worthy, it's because they were there to help you clear that blockage and to heal that wound. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so guidance for Pisces, love life, forgiving and learning. Okay, so again, with the lessons, the learning, if you look at why this person was in your life and what they did and how you feel since and what you've taken away and learned from it, hopefully you should take that as a learning experience. Separation. So you might feel separated and cut off from love because due to this situation, but love is all around you. Love is within you. It's like you don't have to have a person in your life to have love, if that makes sense. Okay, make the effort. And I'm getting about make the effort for yourself. I'm getting more of this like a self-care and self-love card for you, because I'm not necessarily getting that you're supposed to make effort towards someone right now. I'm getting more of it about you. And then the rest will fall in place. And passion. Okay, so it's interesting. We have chemistry and then passion. So again, there could be, either this new person that's come in that you have this with, or it could be this ex that, you feel this, you had this passion chemistry with, and you're like, oh, I won't find this again. I don't know where I'll find this again. And it's like, but it's like, no, you need to let that go, is what I'm getting. Oh, and then it's funny because at the bottom of the deck, you had new love. So if you haven't met this person yet, down the future, we'll get into more cards, but it is showing new love. So again, for some of you, it could be this chemistry passion person that's very, very new. Or it could be, regarding an ex that you're, trying to get clear of. Oh. Okay. So then the Lover's Oracle. So let's see a card about, okay. Well, the friendship came up real quick. I'm going to put it back because I want one or two cards to fall on the ground, or on the table, I mean. So this chemistry might be someone that you don't know well yet. Maybe you haven't dated them yet. Maybe you're, just friends or in the friend zone. And maybe for a small portion of you, because they'll make the effort, I always think more about yourself, like self-care, self-love. There might be some of you, if this person is like, that you're interested in is like in the friend zone and you're not sure about them, it's, for a very few of you, you might want to make the effort in the sense of sharing and just kind of, not go guns blazing, but like, just maybe like show like some kind of interest and go from there. And I'm getting something about like a desire building up. But again, it's like for small portion, because I think this is more about, loving yourself first and making the effort towards you. Okay, so new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And time, you are trying too hard. Give it time. So it makes sense with right now, you just have to love yourself first and, put in that self-love and self-care time. And knowing that, love is coming your way. And with this giving thanks, it's like when you have gratitude, when you do affirmations, you want to stay in the present moment, because if you say, thank you for, the love that I have, you're stating and affirming that you have that love in your life. So, and gratitude is a very powerful thing. And then we have this new beginning, and it says passionately too, and you have the passion card. So again, and like I said, the new love showed up at the bottom of the deck for Romance Angels. So you have this new love coming in, this passion, but you have to kind of give it time. And I feel like maybe you feel time is of the essence, but it's like, why are you trying to push forward? Just be here in the now. Okay, and then with the angel answers. Okay. So we have no, reconsider, and meditation brings the answers. Okay, so one scenario coming through is for some of you, this ex might try to come back. And it's like you're telling them no, and they're like, are you sure you don't want to reconsider? And it might leave you feeling confused, because then you might question it and think about reconsidering. But with the meditation brings answers, if you spend some time away after you've talked to them and reflect on the past and what's been, and about your patterns and, why you attracted them, and, what happened and why they're your ex, like, you might, then be like, oh no, I'm clear again. Because sometimes, certain people could be charming, and especially someone, if they are a toxic person, and not to like, call someone a label, but if they were an ex that was toxic, whether they recognize their behavior or not, they have that energy where they're charming and they're trying to pull you in and manipulate. And, you're a sucker for that. And then it's like, oh, well, maybe because we had chemistry and passion. Well, no. So like, this is, oh, I just shook the table. Okay, maybe my knee hit the table for a reason, to kind of get your attention. But anyways, so some of you, that was one situation that was coming through. Again, not all of your exes are necessarily toxic. Sometimes it just could be like, maybe they're just not right for you anymore. So again, someone could come back and you could say no, maybe they'll want you to reconsider, but you need that time out. And maybe even before then, I'm getting too, if you do that beforehand, where you get clarity on why you attracted to them, because again, going back to healing family issues, you might realize why you attracted them, what part they served in your life, and by the time they come back and they ask you to reconsider, you'll be like, well, no, because you already had your answers there. So that's another scenario. So that's partly on if you choose to kind of get clear or not. And for some of you, you might be asking the question of, are you sure this person's not coming back? And it's Spirit's way of saying, no, they're not. And you're like, are you sure? And it's like, okay, well, no, if, you know, if you want more clarification, you know, connect with me yourself or meditate to your higher self and see what answer you get. So that's another possible response as well. Because I understand when, you know, with readings, you know, like, we all want to hear certain things, but it's the right thing for us to hear is the truth, right? Whatever is coming through, you know, we don't want to hear just what we want to hear, because if it's not the truth, then, you know, what good does that do us, right? Because you do have someone new coming in. So, you know, if you're hung up on this person for whatever reason, you know, don't be, you know, they weren't the be all, what was it? The end all be all is what I'm getting? I don't know. You know, there is someone else coming. And it might not be right now, because remember, you got the time card. You are trying too hard, give it time. And even if you feel like this person was from a long time ago, and you're like, okay, well, how much more time do I have to wait? It might be because you still haven't healed those issues, right? So Oracle of the Mermaids, a card for Pisces. Okay. So we have divine sensuality, making love, erotica. So again, all this passion. Sanctuary, privacy, personal space, respected boundaries, and taboo. So what did I say before about the boundaries? And this is also with the time out, you know, like making the effort, self-love, self-care, you know, you just doing you. And yeah, you're wanting this passion, this love. But again, right now it's maybe more of a focus for you to give that self-love to yourself. And then this person will come in. Okay, so the Black Moon Astrology cards. So we'll see if any signs come up in particular. If not, then, you know, the other cards will just tell about the energies for Pisces. Okay, so a lot came out, so I'm going to shuffle them back. Only a couple. Okay, I'm feeling like these two want to come out. So we have air and Aquarius. So Aquarius is an air sign, as well as Gemini and Libra. So you could have been dealing with an air sign, or an air sign might be coming in for you. And if it's not like their sun sign, again, it could be their moon, rising, Venus, even their Mars, or it can maybe be the energy they embody. Like the air element is a masculine energy. It's very communicative. It's more of a thinking sign. You know, you being a Pisces, you're a water sign. You're emotional. You're intuitive. You know, you have this depth. And the air sign, you know, it's a very different energy. You know, air, you know, from the air element to the water element. So if this is someone from your past, you know, again, like opposites attract, but also there might not be an understanding, or this could be about this person in the future that you have this passion with. But if it is this new person in the future, you know, it's a positive thing. Because I'm getting more of like a good vibe with the future person. Fifth house, creativity. So fifth house also deals with fun and pleasure as well, and as well as children. So again, you have all these cards about this fun, this pleasure, this passion, this sensuality. So, I mean, are you guys just on fire within, or what right now? You have some energy to take out on someone. So you could also channel your energy into creativity. So the second chakra is the sacral chakra, and that deals with creativity and sexuality. So maybe gear all this passion into a passion project. You know, do something creative, you know, create something. You know, don't let that go to waste. Okay, so the Psychic Tarot. so the next couple weeks for Pisces. Oh wow, spiritual union. Two of Cups. So yeah, some of you might already maybe know this new person, or maybe you'll just meet them. I don't know, I get in the coming days. I mean, I said 2 weeks. I mean, you know, timing could, you know, change obviously, but it is showing the Two of Cups. So I think it's, you know, faster than you think, or it's more around the corner than you think. So again, it could be someone that you do know, but maybe something hasn't gotten off the ground with them yet. And it could be because of like clearing this past energy, and also like, you know, taking time for you, and like, you know, not being so hot that you explode with all this passion. Okay, so the next month, just a couple of cards, please. Okay, so we have rest and rejuvenate. So again, the sanctuary, the rest and rejuvenate. Okay, and then we have mental conflict and solitude. So again, it's like you still need to maybe clear the energy or move on from the ex, because you don't want to be wishy-washy about, you know, like, because if someone new does come in or is there and you're still thinking about an ex, it's like, you know, you're like, oh, you know, you can't make a decision because it's like you're in this conflict about them. So within your solitude, you'll be able to get clarity on things. And then you have love begins, this Ace of Cups, this new love. And your crown chakra is your higher self. So, I mean, do you think you're going to be able to connect to your higher self and spirituality if you are in mental conflict? Well, no. So, but yeah, like the positive takeaway is love begins. Look at this card. But, you know, you do need to get out of your own way. Like, you got to clear that past energy. Do some you time. Because, like, this new love is coming in strong, obviously. And again, if you don't meet them right away, this might just be giving you a message of hope to stay optimistic. Because that was the first card you got, right? Okay, so tell me about this person, this new person. This new person, please. Okay, so accelerated motion. Okay. So yeah, it does seem like things are going to happen sooner than later. And I think you have been bored before, because maybe like others you've met since your ex, you've just been like, ugh, you know, it's like, you know, when you meet, they're all lackluster to you. Like there's, you know, there's not that spark, you don't feel a connection. So this new person coming in, you're like, whoa, you know, you feel it. And with your third eye chakra, it's like, you know, it's your intuition, your spiritual sight, psychic sight. And maybe it's because, you know, like, I mean, being a Pisces, you know, you're naturally attuned, you know, you have a sensitivity, intuitiveness. And so maybe it's like these people that you feel lackluster or bored with, it's because you know they're not right for you. And you don't have a soul connection with them. So maybe this new person coming in, you'll know that. And that's why you're like, oh, you know, you see this shooting star. And you're like, I gotta have them. I don't know if that's what's coming in on. Okay. So anything else about this new love? And I was hearing again, clearing the past. Material and spiritual prosperity. Stand your ground. Partnerships and alliances. Triumphant success. And moving on. So I'm getting this might be more in like the realm of business and finances. There might have been some breakthrough, something that had worked out for you in your career, what you're working on in your life. And it's like maybe one of those things where you want to share with someone, but it's like part of this is like you've had to maybe do this on your own in a sense. But now it's like, okay, like I did it, and you're wanting to move on to the next chapter of your life, you know, and that's, you know, with someone else. Any more cards for Pisces to wrap up this reading? What do they need to do? Wisdom. This is the Hierophant. And I'm getting seek harmony from within. And I'm being drawn to how he's looking at like this couple over here. So don't look outside of yourself. And I'm hearing stop doing that. I don't know. Okay, so one more card. So what is the hope and the optimism to take from this? But I think, again, we already kind of know. Okay, so yeah, you've already had your heartache and loss. And it's not to say that you won't experience this again, because in life, it's you know, it's a part of life. And you know, Pisces, you know, you're Pisces, you are a sensitive sign, you know, and that's nothing to be frowned upon or ashamed of. It's like, you know, you're a sensitive soul, you know, you're probably empathic. So, you know, you're going to, you know, feel this easily. And it's part about your depth, you know, and that intensity of emotion. But, oh, and these cards, wait. Oh, we have the Light, which is the Sun, and Deception and Envy. Okay. These cards came out last time too. Okay. So, instead of looking at the glass as half empty, you got to look at it, it's half full, and you have to see the positives and not be so on guard to think that you're going to get hurt again. Because remember, it's like none of the other signs got these two cards, I believe. Definitely not this one. There might have been another sign that got this card in my readings I've done the past 2 days, but you have Love Begins and Spiritual Union. So this is the Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. So none of the piles have gotten the Ace of Cups except you, Pisces. I think there might have been one other sign got Spiritual Union, and I think it was face down, so it was something that wasn't guaranteed, I don't think. So for you, like, this is really beautiful and positive. Okay. Oh, and my nose is still feeling itchy. I did say that for this pile, right? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, so I think maybe some of you already know this person, and it's like you're strongly thinking of them, or they're thinking of you. It's like even maybe like a thing where you both pick up on each other's energy. So I'm going to leave it up there. Oh, and at the bottom you have Victory and Success. So you have nothing to fear here, but do clear the past energy with your ex. If that's still there, again, it could just be an energetic thing. And also take time for you and know that love is coming for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this and this made sense. If it resonated and you liked the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I do have other videos if you'd like to check them out on my channel as well. So thank you for watching. Bye.